get ready to dive into the ultimate comfort dessert. This peach cobbler is so easy and delicious, it's gonna have you coming back for seconds. It's lunch with Lisa. Hi, and welcome to Lunch with Lisa, where I make quick and easy healthy meals. And today we're back into my decade series, and we're in the 1960s now. And I chose a different dessert for this, and I didn't want to make it. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna look and see what else was popular during the 1960s. And I found peach cobbler. I mean, that stood the test of time. And I looked up the history on peach cobbler, and basically it's just fruit cobbled together with some biscuit dough and baked. It was a European and an American thing where people just wanted to have pie, but they didn't want to put in all the work. So they just threw it all in a pot and cooked it, and it wasn't meant to look pretty. I mean, it kind of does, but it's definitely not as pretty as pie, but it tastes just as good. My grandmother, she wrote a cookbook before she died, and it has a ton of recipes that she used and a lot that she didn't use. And inside here, I was able to find an easy cobbler. All you're gonna need for this recipe is 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 cups of milk, 2 cups of peaches or any other fruit like cherries or plums or apples. And you'll need about 5 tablespoons of sugar to sprinkle on top. You don't have to use that much. I really like sprinkling my turbinado sugar on top. It gives it a nice little crust. So the first thing you're gonna do is heat up your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're going to use a ceramic or a metal pan for this. So you're gonna place your stick of butter in your dish and stick it in your 350 degree oven and let it melt. While that's melting, mix together your flour, sugar, baking powder, and milk, and then pull your pan out from your oven. Pour that mixture right on top of your melted butter. Then you're gonna take your 2 cups of fruit. I just used 2 cans of peaches drained. Spoon that over your batter, and that's all you gotta do. You don't have to mix this at all. In fact, the instructions say, do not mix. Then sprinkle your sugar on top. Stick this back into your 350 degree oven and bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then when you pull out, it's gonna be nice and bubbling. So let's listen for a minute. Now you can serve this with some fat-free Ready Whip if you want to watch your calories, which I do this quite often. This tastes so good. Or my favorite, Bluebell ice cream, homemade vanilla. Or you could make your own. I think I have a vanilla ice cream recipe. I mean, I've made it. Did I share it on my channel? I don't remember. Sure. Yes. I'll leave a link right up there if I did. Yes. Nice big spoonful right in my bowl. Ready to whip this up. Yeah. And we're gonna dig in. Yes, this is my grandmother's recipe. It's so simple. Oh my God. It's that stick of butter. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I tweaked her recipe. Her recipe calls for a stick of margarine, and I just don't eat that. I don't think it's good for you. So butter it is. Y'all, this is so good. I wish you could smell it and taste it. It is so sweet, so creamy and delicious. Got that butteriness. Got the peaches coming through. Oh, if you have fresh peaches, definitely use those. They're so good, fresh off the tree, but they're so bad from the store right now. I know it's the end of summer, so. This reminds me of my grandmother, so you're welcome. Enjoy a taste of my grandmother. That's how you do it. From my house to yours. If you love this recipe, I'm sure you'll love this one too. So check it out, and thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna go give the rest to my child.